everyone, welcome to CIVILS Career Institute. Let's start with the today's news analysis. Let's see the first article in the Hindu paper. Here, this article talks about the powers of a governor, especially. So, what happened in Tamil Nadu? The Tamil Nadu governor dismisses a minister. The Tamil Nadu governor dismisses a minister, and then again he hold back his decision. But here the thing is really the governor has such a power to dismiss minister. So this is what happening in the Tamil Nadu. He suddenly he took a decision to dismissed minister with the immediate effect. But after discussion with the Council of Ministers, he hold back his decision again. Now, in this article, the important thing is, does really the governor has that powers to dismiss, or how? What are the role or what are the powers of the governor, and how he can take such a kind of actions, or is that actions will be really have such a provisions in the point of a constitution? All these things are now questionable, and today we will discuss. See, first of all, what is the role of a governor and how the government will be appointed and all. So, if you see, the governor is the chief executive head of the state. Like a president is a chief executive of the country, a nation, union. So the governor is the chief executive of the state, and he is also a nominal head, constitutional point of view, and also acts as an agent of the central government. Since the governor will be appointed by the President of India, so he will be acted as an agent to the central government. So therefore, the office of governor has a dual role. He is going to be acted as a head of the state, and also he is an agent of the central government. So he has a dual role in the state. And if you look at the articles in the constitution, article 153 to 167 in part 4 of the constitution deals completely with the state executive, which comprises the governor, chief minister, and council of minister, and advocate general of the state. And there is no office of a vice governor like the vice president of the India at the center. And see, today if this article we see, the governor is neither directly elected by the people nor indirectly elected by any special constituted electoral body. So this makes question that the governor is not elected by people, whereas the ministers or council of ministers are elected by people. And if you see, and the governor should act based on the aid and advice of council of ministers to take certain decisions. It doesn't mean that there is no powers to the governor in the sense for the passing the bills and certain things. Governor has the powers, but almost all the decisions the governor must take based on the aid and advice of the council of ministers, with the consultation of the chief minister and under ministers. And even the governor will appoint a minister based on the advice of the chief minister. So in this case, if in the Tamil Nadu governor dismiss the minister, is this really having that kind of a power, or what kind of a way it is going to be see, or will it eventually lead to any breakdown of the constitutional machinery in the state? So these things are now in a kind of a discussion. So, in the prelims point of view, you just need to understand the appointment of the governor, and what are the articles related to the governor and all, and how his role is made. And in the mains point of view, there might be a question can be asked in point of is really governor is needed in a state, as he was not elected by the people directly or indirectly. So, is really governor is needed in the state, or what could be the role of governor, and how he can no is going to be uh, parallelly work with the council of ministers, so that there should not be any kind of problems like this, because these kind of a problems comes again when in the union there's a union, central is a political party, and in the state, if the same political party is there, then there won't be a much issue. But in the union, there is a political party, and in the state, if another political party is coming, again, these kind of issues will rise again and again. So this is going to be a regular kind of a thing between the union and state relations, and or else the central government governor versus state government. These kind of things are regularly we are observing. Okay, let's move to the next article. As humans exist, wildlife has the run of debris. So, in these articles, we just need to understand two things. What is the debris? The location of the debris. The location of the debris is it's actually a wildlife sanctuary in Bhangagarh district of Odisha. So, debris is located in Odisha. This is important. And another thing is, if you look at the article, this wildlife sanctuary, Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, is located in Odisha. This is important. And what's happening there is a human settlement following of one of the country's largest peaceful relocations. So, what to make it wildlife and inhabitants, whatever happening there in the wildlife sanctuary. So, the government is making relocating of the villagers, keeping that thing in mind. Now, another thing in this article is there is Nalabana Bird Sanctuary. So, Nalabana Bird Sanctuary, you just keep it in a geography point of view, locations wise. Nalabana Bird Sanctuary is near Chilka Lake, which is in Odisha. So, Nalabana Bird Sanctuary is near Chilka Lake, which is Odisha. And see, now this same article can be considered in other way. If there is any relocation or settlement is happening, what way we need to approach, in the sense the eligible people, especially most of the times it will be tribes in these certain locations, they should be compensated enough, and they should be relocated in a certain way that their livelihoods and their culture should not damage. That is also one kind of a human settlement point of view, you need to consider factors. So, in this article, what important factors, what important things you need to see is in the location point of view, Debrigad Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in Odisha, and also Nalbana Bird Sanctuary, which is near in Chilka Lake, and which is located in Odisha. These things are important in this article. And come to the next article. India's largest radio telescope plays a vital role in detecting universe vibrations. So, this article is very important when it's come to the point for science and technology. Now, what is actually the article is all about? India's giant meter wave radio telescope. India's giant meter wave radio telescope was one of the world's 6 largest telescopes in the world, which are playing a very important role in observing the gravitational waves using pulsar observations. So, here first let me explain you what is a gravitational wave. what is a gravitational wave, and then I will explain you what is a pulsars and all. So, gravitational waves, you see, in the space, when we see gravitational waves in the space, when you have a large massive bodies, when you have a large massive bodies, a huge bodies are there, when you have a large massive bodies, the space and time will be have some kind of bend. So, that bends will create a ripple in the space in the fabric like a pulses. So, there if there is a huge mass is existed in the sense like very big stars in the galaxy in the space, if you see, because of those things there will be a the gravity is going to be started creating like a ripple, moving like a ripples. So, that kind of waves we call as a gravitational waves. Now, to identify these gravitational waves, an important experiment has done, that is called, even India is also participated there, that is what LIGO, Light Interference Gravitational Observatory. So, this is already once asked in the prelims, LIGO experiment is related to. So, LIGO experiment is already done to identify the gravitational waves in the space. Now, what here we are in this article, what it is, see these 6 giant telescopes we established across the world. Now, one of this giant telescope, India's giant meter wave radio telescope GMRT, and that is also UGMRT. It's actually it's an upgraded giant meter wave radio telescope UGMRT is which is located in Pune, is now contributing a lot in the finding of this gravitational waves and using pulsar observations. Now, here one more term we are understanding is pulsar observations. What do you mean by pulsar observations? In the sense, let us say the pulsar observations are when you take a star, if it is a neutron star is nothing but a neutron star is nothing but a small in the small volume, huge mass, so that huge gravity will be there, huge gravity will be there. Now, this small star, neutron star, is having its fields, magnetic fields like this, is having magnetic fields and all, and this is continuously rotating about its own axis also. This is continuously rotating about its own axis also. So, these moving stars, these moving stars releasing this radio radiation, that's radio waves. These moving stars are releasing radio waves, and these radio waves will be captured by these telescopes, and these pulses which are coming here because of this radiation, these pulses which are coming here, we call it as a pulsars, we call it as a pulsars. Now, the telescope is catching that pulsars which is released by the neutron stars in the space, and they started analyzing that. So, this pulsars is like a cosmic lighthouse as it emits radio beams that flashes by the earth regularly. Like if you taking this pulsar, what it is doing, it's emitting the light regularly, and this light is going to be captured by the earth telescope, and that's what no this information is very useful. This pulsars information is going to be very useful to understand the mysteries of universe, like how the gravitational waves and the formation of the giant bodies, galactic scales and all, how they can be formed and all. So, this is what. So, in this article, what is important thing is the giant GMRT, new GMRT, the location, it is located in Pune, and what is the purpose of it? In the sense, the purpose of it is what is why it is in the news, in the sense it is monitoring the pulsars, it is monitoring the and trying to getting the providing the evidence confirming the presence of gravitational waves using pulsar observations. So, this is what is a pulsar. I explained pulsars are simply when the neutron star is rotating and releasing the continuously radio waves, that light which is coming from the neutron star, we are catching them. So that we call it as a pulsars. And one more thing is, what are the gravitational waves? In the sense, in the space, the 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 huge massive bodies, the gravity is not exist like a simple number. It varies in the locations based on the movements of these huge massive bodies. So, and that is proved already, that is already observed by the experiment called light interference gravitational observation. So, even though this is a bit technical, the terms what are important for us, that you just remember, that's fine to us, that's fine. And let's move to the next article. If you look at this article, yeah, it's the government is from August 15 coming independence, and all the panchayats, there should be only digital payments. So all panchayats across the country, all panchayats, so panchayats mean, okay, digital payments mandatory. Mandatorily they are using for the digital payment. What type of payment? In the sense, the payments can be like tenders. The payments can be tenders, workers payments, anything can be done only through UPI enabled digital payments. So all the payments coming from the independence onwards, every payment will be done in the digital way by using UPI enabled transactions. Okay, let's look at the another article. Will appeal decision against Rwanda policy, says Sunak. So, what is actually in this article, what we need to understand is, what is actually a Rwanda policy? What is actually a Rwanda policy? Rwanda policy is a policy on an agreement between UK and Rwanda. Rwanda is which is located in Africa, Now, what is actually it is, so just it's stopping the bit. There is a lot of migration is happening, and to stop that migration, there are some, to deter that migrants from crossing the English Channel. There is an agreement which is between Rwanda and UK government. So, what is that? That is stop the boats. What is that? That's a stop the boats. So, in this article, you just need to understand is, what is the Rwanda policy? Rwanda policy is related to migration. Rwanda policy is related to immigrants or migrants, and between what it is, in the sense, it's a UK and Rwanda, which is located in Africa. And what is it? It's the policy is, what is the strategy? In the sense, stop the boat strategy. Whoever coming, again they will send back to the Rwanda. The UK government is under making agreement that whoever coming from the Rwanda to UK, they will be sent back. Of course, there is some kind of moral concern is also coming. If someone is coming for the better opportunities, how we can go, that kind of things are coming. But it is how we know how the statements and all going to be, because to stop it is illegal and all. Let's see what were the decisions of the courts and judiciaries of the UK government. But here in this article, what we need to understand is, yeah, what is the revenue policy, yeah, which countries are relevant. And one more thing is, geography point of view, the location of the Rwanda is also important. What are the things in the Rwanda, if that's new. So here, when it's come to the location and geography point of view also, Rwanda, if you look at Lake Kivu is there, and Lake Victoria is there. Just see Lake Victoria, Lake Kivu, and even what are the countries that countries no? If you look at that, this is Uganda and this is Burundi and Tanzania. So the countries which are near to it and all, that location is very important. So in this article, you need to understand what is the Rwanda policy and for what that policy is all about, and then you need to see the geographical locations of the Rwanda nearby it, right? So let's go with the next article. And here in this article, yeah, the IIT Kharagpur, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur, to develop tamper-proof signaling system for Indian Railways. So what is it all about? You see, recently we understood like there is a kind of a possibility of what tampering the signal. So now what IIT Kharagpur is doing, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur is doing, is developing a tamper-proof signal system. So it's developing a tamper-proof signal system by what technology? Blockchain technology. So, what technology? Blockchain technology. And what it is all about, the new system would complement the existing data logger, which is considered the black box. So, what is that? New system is consisting the data logger, which is as like a black box. Now, so the black box, blockchain technology, and then that leads to tamper-proof signal system. So, what is it is, if you look at it, how the system works in the sense, see, earlier it is like when train, and you can take no, uh, if I'm taking blockchain technology. So with this, see, if you are connecting that block by block, how we are making the all transactions, or all these digital transactions and all in this in this way. Similar way, if you, the signaling can be connected from one to everyone, so that everybody will understand, block by block. If you were connecting that, all information we are making that provided to everybody, so that what will happen, everyone, for station masters, section controllers, signal engineers, and others with all logs. So everybody will get to know what's happening. So, and they will can check the live movement of the trains, available for everyone, so that there will be no possibility of what, any tampering, or no, even if there is anything happened, we can get the where, who tampered that signal, who changed that signal. So this kind of information we used to get if there is any tampering is happening. So this is what, how the IIT Kharagpur is developing a technology for the Indian Railways. And even one more thing is the blockchain system. We are using that in it's, different platforms, and like a cryptocurrencies, and digital currencies and all. So it will be highly secured, and it will be highly uh, authentic. We can say the technology we can use, because already we are using this technology in the cryptocurrency and banking transactions. So the same technology we are going to use in the railways, so that there will be more signaling control we can make before having any alternate scenes. So this is the articles for today, and we will see for tomorrow, and we will analyze the next articles in newspaper tomorrow. And yes, in the CB Civils Career Institute, we are doing Hindu newspaper analysis, and we are providing the courses for 1 year UPSC, and even mentorship programs and all. So you can visit to our website, and you can go for more details. Thank you all.